Hey everybody, Logan here. What a news block. We're gonna say it's not even a video, it's just a block. It's so much news. Okay, hold on to your butts. We've got two things to cover. First, well, I don't know what we should do first, but I think this is where I'm gonna go with this. We're gonna cover everything that was in that Xbox leak, and then at the end of the video, we're gonna cover that major topic that Xbox is leaving the game industry. Nah, that can't be right. Right? No. Yes. Okay. Let's talk about the leak first, because I addressed it the other day with the new Brooklyn console and Sebia controller. I'm going to tell you right now, I have an insider, two insiders that still work with the company. Because if you guys didn't know, I used to work for Microsoft. What we saw was not true. The information was the concepts, the console, the controller. That was all fabricated. None of that was real. And that came straight from a conference call. They addressed the leaks, all of the leaks. And they said it is what it is. The information got out there. The information is true. Just the mock-ups that people are showing around, that we showed, that we assumed, a lot of us in the gaming YouTube sphere were showing around, was not true. It was not real. So that's one thing. Yeah, the Xbox is actually, hopefully will still be a box and not a X cylinder. So we have some good news there. Now, one other thing that was addressed, that my inside source told me that that Halo 3 remaster, it's not coming anytime soon. It was removed off the internal calendar. From what they gathered, it was just pushed back. But they weren't really specific on the time frame. So that is one thing. But let's jump into this article. And this article comes from, let me see, who do we have this one from? This one is gamesindustry.biz. So let me pull this up here. So what they ended up doing here was listing everything that we learned, and I think that's pretty good. Too bad for Microsoft that this happened. This was a rough leak for the guys over at Xbox. So as you can see, they've listed everything here. We're going to go over the entire article. They went point by point. We're not going to cover this. We're just going to cover right here. Despite Microsoft's talk of taking the console industry beyond generations, the company is still planning to release another Xbox console. As of spring 2022, the aim was to launch a successor to the Xbox Series X and S in 2028, giving the current generation an 8-year life cycle. That we all kind of expected. Also for 2028, Microsoft has been planning a hybrid Xbox platform for cloud gaming and would leverage the combined power of the client and cloud. The new device would be aimed at a price point of less than $99. Some people are speculating that it's Switch-ish, or I'm thinking that PlayStation Q-ish, or what is it called? The Portal? Something maybe along those lines. That remains to be seen. In the meantime, another document revealed plans for mid-generation hardware refreshes. That is what I covered. The Xbox Series X upgrade, codenamed Brooklyn, would be a cylindrical console with 2 TB of storage and no disk drive. It is slated to launch October 24th. No, it will not be cylindrical. That I do know from my inside sources. That is not the way it looks. Hey, it still might be some sort of cylindrical. I doubt it, but no, they said those images are fake. So, the Xbox Series S refresh, codenamed Elwood, would have the same form factor and 1 TB of storage. The planned launch date was August 2024 with a price tag of $299. I did not see any of these online, any images of that. But again, what we saw is not true. That comes from an actual conference call within Microsoft. I can't give you any more information on that because I can't expose my sources, because I don't want them to lose their jobs. Both consoles would feature faster Wi-Fi, reduced power, and come bundled with a refreshed controller that features haptic feedback and swappable rechargeable battery. The gamepad is said to be arriving May 2024, although there is no word on the price tag. Correct. The price tag rumor was $10 more than your standard one, but it was rumor. Somebody just seemed to have made that up right along the lines of the images. Well, that's not what they're going to look like. Yet another document revealed the upcoming lineup for Bethesda Studios, including Dishonored 3, remasters of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion and Fallout 3, a Ghostwire Tokyo sequel, and an unannounced game based on a licensed IP, and 9 free-to-play and or mobile titles. That is all true. That is all true. That's why... That's all true. Yeah, I got that. That was all true. An internal email from Phil Spencer detailed is his ambitions for Microsoft to acquire Nintendo, saying that would be a good move for both companies. However, he acknowledged an acquisition would be difficult as Nintendo is sitting on a big pile of cash, and it would take a long time for Nintendo to see their future exist off of their own hardware at a long time. Nintendo's not going to. Nintendo is right now much more successful than any other gaming company. They are the big dogs, and they're still the big dogs. They're also a Japanese company. Japanese companies don't usually, if ever, merge with I should say Western companies, because it's not always a fact, but it's not something that they do. I've covered this before. I've looked into the culture and stuff like that when it comes to the news, and that's one of the reasons they didn't do it the first time, back when they tried in the GameCube OG Xbox era. But yeah, the chance of this is slim. It's just Microsoft trying to buy up everything, trying to be a gaming monopoly, and it just ain't gonna happen. One internal email exchange from May 2022 saw Spencer and Microsoft's VP of Gaming Business Development, Sarah Bond, discussing how much it would cost to bring AAA titles to Game Pass. Estimates range from $300 million for Star Wars Jedi Survivor and $250 million for Mortal Kombat 1 to $5 million for Return to Monkey Island. A heavily redacted slide deck reveals that most Xbox Game Pass subscribers pay full price and use the service on console. As of 2022, 33.6 million Xbox users were paying for subscriptions, 21.9 million of which were for Game Pass. So there's a lot of information there. That's pretty much everything. And I hope I was able to help with a little debunking from inside Microsoft sources. So now let's switch to another article I have. And this one comes from laptop.com, which it was an odd source, but hey, calm down internet, Xbox exit the gaming business by 2027, quote, is taken out of context. Xbox probably isn't going out of business by 2027. Yes, it was taken out of context. Here, if I can just find the quote itself. Let's just read here, and then it'll make it a lot easier. Head of Xbox Phil Spencer recently commented on information regarding the growth of Xbox Game Pass and its ecosystem, making a drastic claim about its development. When the FTC lawyer James Weingarten presented him with projected growth metrics revolving around Xbox Game Pass subscribers, Spencer claimed that the projections were far below reasonable expectations for the company. These growth metrics showed the service reaching 100 million subscribers between fiscal year 2029 and 2030. But Spencer is not a fan of these predictions. In fact, he does not believe that it is what the future Xbox business would look like. He then proceeded to say, if this were the outcome, I don't think we'd still be in business. He believes the company needs to be in the position by fiscal year 26 to 27, or we'd have to make a different decision with the business. So that's what was taken out of context. So Microsoft isn't going anywhere. It was just a quote that was just taken out of context. That just means if they follow the same business track that said FTC guy stated, then yes, they would be going out of business, but that is not the case. So you don't have to worry about that. It was typical internet, typical jargon, typical nonsense of people saying they're going to go out of business, but that isn't the case now, especially with all these leaks, all this stuff going around. Hopefully this clears up some things. Microsoft ain't going out of business. No Xbox division going bye-bye. It's still there. And all these leaks, that console, that image, the controller, not real. Not real. So there you go. You don't have to worry about that. Hopefully I was able to clear a couple things up. Maybe more information will come out from other sources, but this is all I have right now. If I do find anything else out, I'll bring it to you. But hey, everybody can calm down a bit. Hopefully you guys watch this. Now, if you want everybody to know, make sure you share this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. That really helps. Let everybody know that what they saw is not true, straight from the horse's mouth. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Like we always say, be legendary. All over the place. Thanks again.